Good morning, all. Chairman of our central bank, Sir Robert Igera, and your board members, Governor of our central bank, Mrs. Elizabeth Kenya, our distinguished guest, Dr. Mazun, and all who are attending this important milestone conference. It was in 2023 when I opened or launched the Green Finance partnership with Central Bank. I'm happy 3 years on, we're going from strength to strength. Today, you are in the Green Finance Summit, labeled Greening PNG's Financial System. And I want to say it is a fitting topic, especially Papua New Guinea as an island state with over 600 island communities, as well as being part of the Pacific Island Forum Nation, where many of our island countries are being affected by climate change, diversities, sea level rise, weather pattern changes. The way we do business must change, and we must be sensitive to climate change as an issue that is prevalent today. Whether you're in the financial sector, as you finance projects, the footprints we leave behind for our planet must be a footprint that is less carbon pollutant. And those of you in the financial sector holds a very important place in making sure project finances are projects that is not just leaving less carbon footprint, but importantly is responsible, especially in the stewardship of our shared planet. Sustainable development is not an option, but must be the way we do business. Preserving our forests, preserving our ocean, making sure that we are not harmful to the ecosystem that keeps humanity alive. And I want to thank the central bank for stepping into this space and being globally responsive and acting locally in Papua New Guinea. Our country, despite having less carbon footprint, our carbon footprint is around 10 million metric tons of carbon, but our carbon sink properties from our ocean and our forest is over 100 million metric tons. We have the ability. Right now, we're taking the load in as far as absorbing carbons that are emitted by other nations around us. And I want to say that we are being responsive here, but I appeal to all, especially those who work in the global financial architecture, central banks of other economies and countries, the global financial administrators like IMF, World Bank, ADB, who are present in this conference. I commend all of you for your consciousness to what must be the way into the future. Please acknowledge PNG as a carbon footprint cleaning country. Also acknowledge that despite our negligence or little carbon footprint, we trying our best, not just in our environment, our oceans and forests carrying the load, but in as far as our own domestic policies are concerned, we fine-tuning our policy to be responsible global citizens, and our key institutions like Central Bank doing their part in making sure we are responsible human beings living in a country conscious of environmental stewardship. And I thank Central Bank for taking the lead. I look forward to also us hosting the Alliance for Financial Inclusion Global Policy Forum in our country. Many visitors will come. And let us continue to augment this modus operandi, that sustainable development, whether it's public sector or private sector, together as we work to interact with the ecosystems that sustain human life on Earth. We must be cognizant that we live and work within the ambit of sustainable development, saving our planet, keeping some for tomorrow. And as those of you who are custodians of the financial systems, give priority to finance companies who are living within sensitivity of carbon footprints and the carbon emissions and sustainable development. I want to also, in a special way, also appeal to you to understand PNG better. We're doing our best within the constraint of our own resources. Some of these, tying our hands down to sustainable forestry harvest or sustainable fisheries harvest, comes at the expense of our own economic growth ASAP. But we being responsible, and we're willing to run the long road towards sustainable development instead of mad rush and harvesting today at the expense of our children tomorrow. So we're taking global leadership in sustainable development as a means to not just developing ourselves ASAP, but sustaining our country in the medium term and the long term as we go forward into the future. We rally all development agencies and all financial institutions, all investment communities out there. See PNG and invest in PNG as investing in a country that is sensitive to preservation of Mother Earth in its natural state. The PNG I see into the future must be a green PNG, must be a blue PNG, using energy harvested from clean energy sources, our forests preserved, our ocean preserved. Use or harvest of the resources must be done in a sustainable manner. That's the sort of PNG I envision and I see into the future. God has gifted us this one planet to preserve, and we're doing our utmost best. But we ask all of you out there to support our cause in the preservation of Papua New Guinea's natural environment, our sea and our oceans and our forests, which houses 6 to 7% of the world's biodiversity and is a substantial carbon sink for not just us here in PNG Pacific, but the entire planet. Congratulations of the highest order to Central Bank. Governor Genia, you are personally leading our front very well, and I give highest commendations to you. Work and lead in this space. Let's synchronize other government policies to making sure sustainable development is embedded and part of our work going forward into the future. God bless each and every one of you. Unfortunately, I cannot be with you in person. Parliament has convened. I'm in Parliament right now, and I'm making this recording from Parliament to indicate to you that Parliament is in session. But I know this recording is sufficient to cover my opening address, and I wish each and every one of you good contributions, contribute well. I look forward to the outcome of this conference, and may this conference not just be wasted, but contribute towards more better sustainable PNG, and of course a better sustainable Pacific and the world. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tomas. Thank you, Bada Herea.